Ace Oogway is dwelling in the spirit realm. There, he is gone after by Kai, J.K. Simmons, a huge yak who was Oogway's partner, yet betrayed him quite a while back. Oogway sent him to the spirit realm,
where he gathered the chi of each and every champion there. He beats Oogway, and takes his chi, transforming him into a jade special necklace which Kai wears on a belt alongside the other fighters. With Oogway's chi, he can open an entrance to Earth. At the Jade Palace, Po, Tigress, Monkey, Mantis, Viper and Crane request lunch at Mr. Ping's noodle shop, and afterward return up the mountain. Po attempts to inspire them to do a sensational entry into the royal residence, and shows by moving to kick open the entryway, when Master Shifu shows up before him. Shifu does a genuinely emotional entry, and afterward makes it known that this will be his last day instructing, and that from this point forward, Po will be their instructor. Po attempts to yell out orders to the group to direct them through an impediment course, however his orders just make them collide with the hindrances and one another. Po goes to a sculpture of Oogway and apologizes, and Shifu springs up close to him. Po lets Shifu know that he is finished with instructing, and Shifu lets him know that Oogway named him the Dragon Warrior since he could accomplish something other than battle. Shifu tackles chi energy to make a blossomed sprout. Po says he won't ever be a decent instructor like Shifu, and Shifu answers that he's making an effort not to transform Po into himself. Po takes Lee to the Jade Palace, and the two of them get gasping for air ascending the steps. Po shows Lee every one of the cool curios in the Hall of Heroes. Shifu and the others stroll in, and Po presents his dad. Shifu inquires as to whether he will keep close by to watch Po educate, however at that point a gong goes off, flagging that the town is enduring an onslaught. They generally go to the town, and track down Kai's Jade Zombies. In fight, Po perceives that they're battling the extraordinary champions of the past. The gathering gets the high ground and pins down the zombies, and they all begin talking with Kai's voice. They say that Po's chi will before long be Kai's, and afterward disintegrate and take off. Shifu lets them know he doesn't have any idea who Kai is. In the parchment room, Shifu finds a lookover that has data about Kai, composed by Oogway. Sometime in the past I had a faithful comrade. I was an aggressive youthful hero driving an extraordinary armed force. What's more, battling close by was Kai, my dearest companion. One day we were trapped. I was seriously injured. My companion conveyed me for a really long time, searching for help. Until we happened upon a mysterious town, high in the mountains. An old spot of mending. A town of pandas. Pandas? Po inquires. Indeed. Pandas. The pandas utilized the force of chi to recuperate me, searching for help. Until we happened upon a mysterious town, high in the mountains. An old spot of mending. A town of pandas. Pandas? Po inquires. Indeed. Pandas. The pandas utilized the force of chi to recuperate me. They trained me the ability to give chi. Be that as it may, Kai needed the power all to himself. He saw that what could be given could likewise be taken. On the parchment is an image of Kai sucking the chi from a panda. I needed to stop him. Our fight shook the earth. Until at long last, I ousted Kai to the spirit realm. Would it be a good idea for him he at any point return to the human domain? He must become by a genuine master of chi. The gather groups to attempt to sort out some way to get a chi master, until Lee lets Po know that he can show him how to do it by returning him to the panda town and showing him how to be a genuine panda. Mr. Ling attempts to dissent, yet Po lets him know that he can dominate chi by figuring out who he truly is. Mr. Ling offers to prepare him a lunch before he leaves. The following morning, Lee and Po head for the town, and Shifu sends Crane and Mantis to find Kai, telling them not to draw in him. Po and Lee are strolling through the mountains and conclude they ought to have lunch. Po tracks down Mr. Ling inside his lunch sack, and Mr. Ling lets him know that he hidden away in the event that the pandas have no food Po likes. They get to the castle, which is behind a Goliath mass of ice. Lee pulls a string, and a container descends. Them three move in and are raised very high. Po sees a lavish green town with pandas all over the place. Lee presents Grandma Panda, the town senior, and Po's cousins, Dim and Sum. A panda named Big Fun gives Po a major embrace, regardless of not knowing what his identity is. Furthermore, Lei, a child panda, makes Po's tigress move figure and plays with it. Lee reports that they will have a blowout in Po's honor, and every one of the pandas failure to the ground and begin moving downhill. Pandas don't walk, we roll. Made sense of Lee. Different pandas figure out how to stay away from the stones and logs on the slope as they roll down. Po thuds down on the grass and moves after them. The pandas dive into the food at the dinner table, and Mr. Ling hands Po his chopsticks. Different pandas see him, befuddled, so he shows how to eat a dumpling with chopsticks. He sees that they have all stuffed a lot of dumplings into their mouths, on the double. A gong sounds, and everybody goes to check a close-by stage out. A panda named Mate does a strip dance and plays with Po. Crane and Mantis are looking for Kai, and they find 3 kung fu aces in the desert. The gathering tracks down a neglected boat, and the experts run into assault, regardless of Crane's advance notice not to lock in. Mantis hears them shout and bounces in to help. Kai takes the entirety of their chi, transforming them into jade. Crane flies in, yet he before long meets a similar destiny. The following day, Po discovers a few pandas playing with a Jianzi, and he participates and kicks it, sending it directly to Grandma Panda, conking her in the head. They rapidly roll away. Lee focuses to Dim and Sum, remaining close to 2 trees with a lounger hung between them. They get into the lounge.